Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is Miss Celine Starr with the Diamonds Network. You can join our calls live Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. and Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be giving the number in just a moment if you wanted to write this down. This is August 25th, 2016. This is show number 487, excuse me. And if you get something to write with, I'll give you some websites to jot down. You can visit our blog at diamonds4ever31.blogspot.com. That's DIAMONDS forever 31 dot, and that's the number 31 dot blogspot.com. The phone number for the live calls is 641-715-3836, and it'll be code number 883-267-pound. Tonight, my guest is Doran Katash, the creator of the Source Network. Doran and I, and many of those on this call, are part of the waves of people who have been awakening to the divine oneness and connection that we all share with each other. We aren't special. We simply have woken up to the fact that we are and have always been the creators of this world, and we wish to assist to create a better world for all of its inhabitants. And we all have pretty much dropped everything in order to do it, including my friend Doran. He literally drove across the country, I believe it was about a year and a half ago, on a mission to help wake people up. And I'm so very honored and pleased to welcome him and the Source Network to this Diamonds call. And Elizabeth, are you there?
I'm here and excited to hear about the Source, how it works out.
Absolutely. And Doran, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Elizabeth, did I leave anything out there about the Diamonds Network that you might want to share?
The Diamonds Network just started with one show on a Monday, and that was me, awakening through stumbling by accident. No, nothing's by accident. Onto, the matrix, the 10%, the people who control us, and programming and mouth dropping, jaw dropping every day on my search. And then after that, because this will be your journey, every single person on earth. So if you're just newly awakening, or is this the first time you ever listen to something like this, stay tuned and you will be happy about it. But basically what we need to do is focus on ourselves, love ourselves, learn who we really are, our supernatural, natural self, like I say, because that's the best part. And then we change the world. So you are awakening out there, and that's what the Diamonds Network is about in all aspects, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. And my jaw dropped a lot. So when even I was on the other side and learning about the goodness of me and you and the beauty of all of us. So join the Diamonds Network and keep up on the blog. And thank you, and I look forward to the Source and what he's doing out there. Thanks.
Thank you. And thank you, Doran. Welcome. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay, great. So welcome.
Okay.
So like I said, I literally remember seeing a video that you posted like a year and a half or 2 years ago saying that you were going to head out to wake people up. And I believed you completely. And you ended up in actually my hometown, which I'm no longer there, but in Ojai, California. And I have just kind of been following you and your journey and stuff ever since, but I'm really excited about what you've created, the Source Network. But I'd like to ask you a little bit about you and who you are, and whatever you'd like to share about your journey and kind of what brought you here to this point and what you're passionate about.
Sure. Thank you for that introduction. And first, I wanted to start out with just adding in that the co-founders with me for Source Network started out with a gentleman named Richie Ribera and Samara Shaw and myself. And then later we added in another co-founder, Clifford Bertley. And so that's just wanted to plug that first. And really we're just stewards of Source Network because Source is creator in all creation. And all we're doing is we're each just doing our part, our piece to the whole shift and whatnot. So it was a big call of ours to be one of the ones that are focused on building containers that can provide a space for easy shifting, paradigm shifting, open source, co-creative spaces, solution spaces, which a lot of us are building these spaces, but all I do and all we do is we just seek to continue to expand it to include all that is, and also to assist and empower and network and empower all that are doing their part and try to bring through big solutions, big spaces, big solutions that can assist all the light workers that are out there doing their part and make it flow smoother and accelerate and whatnot. So that's a little intro on that.
And can you give an example of light workers that are doing their part, say, just so, because some people are doing their part and don't even realize they're doing their part.
Right.
So just to kind of maybe acknowledge what that could mean. It's different for everybody, but.
Okay. Sure. Well, first off, we want to acknowledge that every single person on the planet is doing their part, whether they know it or not. They're all doing it just by listening to their heart and living their life according to their heart. And each person is at a different point in their journey, and we don't judge them for where they're at. The individual that's working full time or double time and has the challenge of raising a full family and is working within the matrix per se is at that stage in their journey. So which is playing a major part in the awakening, because they're the ones that have pushed it to this point where we all have just gotten fed up and each of us our own process of spiritual awakening, and then as soon as we get to a good position where we've got feet to stand on, that's where we start to bring through these solutions, these projects, these pieces that is, I guess, our purpose and why we're here in this incarnation. So some examples, just out here in the Los Angeles area alone, in the past year since I arrived out here, I've been networking with like hundreds of high-level project leaders, but really thousands and thousands of light workers that are all doing their part as per se. Like, you could be, a healer, a Reiki healer, and you could be, stepping into that life and getting yourself set up so you have a website and getting your basic infrastructure set up so that people see that you're actually in service and as you're enterprising to help heal and activate people. That's enough in its own to just be a human being and to go through a shift in career per se, and to help individually to a small scale to a larger scale. But then there's also, on the bigger level, a lot of who we've been meeting with, and all these projects, these big projects are all happening, and there's this this, it's time to come together happening, and a lot of the projects are happening on their own, and everyone's trying to do the same things basically, and there's a lot of duplication. So, we've been focused on how can we bring all of these big paradigm-shifting websites together into one container, and so that the whole human race can use this solution space to simply shift. And so a couple examples, since you asked, there's a gentleman I work very closely with who's building essentially it's like a commenting system that is focused on basically built-in leadership processes for people to come together and solve any problem on the planet. So like it can be used for causes, starting a cause, solving a cause. It could be starting a business or helping a business. But it's essentially, it can be embedded. It's like a simple commenting platform system that can be embedded into every website on the planet so that everyone on the planet can be working on, say, solving homelessness in your local town, or you can do it homelessness statewide or nationwide or globally. There's all these forum spaces within one platform that any issue can be listed in there, and basically it uses tags, so people can be locally, say in Ojai, working on bringing in the solution for homelessness, but then all those tags tagged homelessness. So then the global homelessness forum is receiving all these solutions talk and whatnot, and every level. So essentially, that's one of my good friends that's working on a major piece. As Facebook's not a very good commenting platform, that it doesn't really focus on getting to actionable results. But this would be a platform for that. Like simple come together. Like it's great to come together in the physical, but we can't always do that, and we're not always around each other. So that would be one web platform. I'm talking a little much here, but I want to just add a few more since the question is still in the air.
Yours.
One project is there's a woman that's working on. It is a broadcast network for all light workers to come together and broadcast to each other. It's not as public and like YouTube. It's more like every single one of us gets our own network, and then you can set up your own page and put your website on there. On one home page, you see your website, you can see your Twitter, your Facebook, all your different spaces on one page, and then the opportunity that's run by tags as well. So basically, Source Network would be in there, Diamonds Network would be in there, and all of us light workers that have our own network within one global network. And then people can tune into your page and not just see your website, but they see all of your different platforms in one page, and they can you can search on there and find, whatever you want. It's like a new internet, basically. Like both of these projects I just named are basically like new internet type of platforms. And I'm like, with Source Network, we're bringing through what they're building. We're just bringing it through and going live with it. As whenever I get a solution I can just bring out so people can start using it, I just bring it out there. But meanwhile, both of these projects I just identified are working on actually making it a very viable, tangible, built web platform that will be received by all. Source Network is just like, let's just open source it all, put it in front of everybody so everyone can use it right now, and then we all accelerate and can get to where we're going quicker.
Well, that sounds amazing, but what I imagine is like hundreds of thousands of pages. How you have figured out a way to possibly, because I think we're talking about a lot of people eventually. connect
Well,
there with it, for it to be totally globally. I mean, you could be talking millions.
The thing that will be happening, and the essential step that's going to happen here very soon is when these innovators, these entrepreneurs, these 100 entrepreneurs, or even 5 or 10 or 20 of us, come together on either a piece of land or in an apartment building or a house or something, and when that comes together, we all have pieces of the big website. And there's people around the world that also have pieces too, but we can focus on who we know right here in LA. And so this is why, we're doing these abundance gatherings, and everything we're doing is to essentially bring the key players together, and you start to reach a level of abundance where we can, go ahead and build the big website too. So,
would you say that the internet and Facebook has been very helpful in helping us to have the confidence and courage and that we've gained through each other? Because we've gained, a lot of us have connected all around the globe and have such similar stories and similar visions and similar, ideas and so on. And, everybody's but they don't feel like the people in their area do. But I think the time is now to truly get out there. But I think the internet and Facebook has been largely responsible for giving a lot of people the courage to try to get out there and be who they are.
Yeah.
And do what they want to do and be brave.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm just going to add to that. It's really bizarre. It's how everyone's at a different stage in the awakening process, and how one thing could mean two different infinite amounts of things essentially when it comes to, all right, so you could say the internet and then have 10 people in the room, and those 10 people will respond a different way to the word internet. For example, someone would say, oh my God, I won't go on there. It's too dangerous. Everything I do is public, and they've got all the information, and I blah, 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 end of the weird world fear. And then on the other side, there's that person that's the internet has been created by divine beings and has come in the exact timeline that we all grew up so that we could actually use it as a tool to all of us become stars, essentially like Oprah. We use the tools, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all these amazing tools to build a super platform using all those tools as modules, and then we all become stars as we all come out of our shell and come out and have no fear. We all can become like an Oprah, and then we have, say, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 Oprahs coming out of the scene, and Deepak Chopras and all that, and we are now the leaders of the whole planet just by stepping into who we truly are and putting ourselves out there and saying, here I am, this is why I'm here, this is what I have to offer, and I want to help. And that's all that those that came before us have done. And if we could just learn from them and just model them and come onto the scene, we are the Deepaks and the Oprahs of this next wave, and all the light workers are going to be seen as angels that helped transform the whole planet from hell to heaven. So, yeah.
Yeah, I truly agree with that. Truly. I was thinking about that with the Wayne Dyers and and everybody. I mean, we're in the same wave, we're just next. And there'll be so many more after us.
Right.
And they're going to be going through all the same things we went through.
Yeah. Exactly.
The realizations and the anxiety and the, how to deal with things and their family and friends. And, so they'll be looking for help, and they'll be turning away from television and news and trying to find truth anywhere they, and discern for themselves like we all did,
They'll be turning to the TV because Diamond's Network going to control that, not control it.
We'll all be the new TV is us.
And you're going to be out of a job after a while, my brother, because that's the internet. Internet. Well, you're building the platform, but after the internet comes our internet.
Right. Totally. Totally.
I won't say after. We'll scatter different. Some people won't have to use that tool. Some people will, and see what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
You know how heaven goes dark or goes quiet for about a half an hour? I kind of thought that at some point a lot of us are just going to go quiet, and not be, just kind of go silent amongst ourselves eventually. Sometimes I feel that urging, but other times I feel like, we got to wake, we got to help. So that's most of the time.
Yeah, it's both. It's both. Like, I will never say that person that is in meditation is not doing anything. That's like, there are those that are holding space, that are present, that are grounding the energies, and then there are those that are maybe doing that, and then also taking action and seeking ways to bring the community together, and if we bring the community together, we can live cooperatively in our local town, and when we live cooperatively, we only have to work 10 hours a week and do that one thing we love to do, and when we each do that for the greater good of the community, that creates such an abundance where no one has to cook their own meals. There's meals in the center of town, 3 meals a day, and during those meals there's music and entertainment and education by all of our creators that do those things, and then there's the farmers did their 10 hours of farming, so they're enjoying their whole week and doing all the other things they love to do, and the energy people provide the energy, and the builders do the building, and everyone is just in paradise, and it's a simple model that, like the Ubuntus and a lot of these other, like New Earth Nation and all the other ones that came before us have been talking about all along. So the Source Network's going to be bringing through the 10-hour model more and more going forward, and because there's just a lot of duplication and it's competition, and we have systems to enforce that everything is local and natural, sustainable, organic, and love infused, and trusted suppliers and everything on the local level, and then connect all the local towns together with these new models, and it is completed. One global village is one of our missions. So
how far away is like the Source Network from like launching and being able to handle these campaigns and such for everybody? Where are you guys at?
Well, with Source Network, like, really it's just like whatever piece that's ready, it's just put it out there. Like, just put it out there, because we haven't come together. All of these amazing entrepreneurs that are all spread out haven't been able to come together, because a lot of them have had family struggles and have had, lack of good housing or lack of good vehicle or just have left the old way, the matrix, and decided to just build what's in their heart, and they've been doing it with no income, just literally a laptop. So, and that was me for the first year in LA. Like, anywhere I could get free internet, I was building. And I met all of these 100 entrepreneurs in the same, they're all in the same position. Everybody had left it all and was just making sure that they can do their part. And now it's to the point where we've all finally agreed that it should be done together, and that however we can come together, wherever, whatever piece of land, whatever building, like, and then that's not even the next level is like, okay, the money aspect, like to actually build it right and do it big and make sure that it's respected by the whole humanity as a container for this. That right, like what we do is each of us just tries to do a little bit. Like right now, I'm offering promotion services for all the light workers, and there'll be a little trickle of money coming through that, and soon I'm putting up our radio network starting next week, and there'll be a lot of money coming through that, and start to invest all that money and bring our tribe together in one place, and because no one else is doing it, so let's do it, So
yeah, especially, and we've all learned what money should be used for.
Right, exactly.
So I fully expect that there'll be, we're all creators, we're all learning, how to do this, law of attraction, laws of the universe, and all of that, but to do it in the right way, in a way that's pleasing to God, pleasing to Source, so to speak, and it's got to be in alignment, and we've been seriously going through it for the last several years, learning our lessons and learning what we've needed to learn to be able to come together and do this. And it's exciting. So exciting. So you're offering that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give anybody a chance to grab their pencils and paper, because I want you to give your contact information of how people can contact you if they're interested in, you promoting them. I know I'm interested, so we already know that.
Okay, sure. First I'll give the main website, which is www.thesource.network. So it's www.thesource.network. And I want to say that website, it just went up 4 months ago, and we're hitting 40,000 views this month.
Wow.
And we're passing 100,000 views for the 4-month period. And that's just the beginning of all that is so far is lovehasone.org has been putting up 10 articles a day, and that's mostly the articles that have been posted, a couple by me here and there and a couple by a couple other writers. And then all of our blueprints, we just put all our missions as tabs across the top, so that it's open source, so everybody can just take the free ideas and run with them and build their piece or whatnot. So that's that. And then on Fiverr, which is FIVERR.com, we are offering viral campaigns. So there's a $5 package, a $30 package, and a $100 package. That essentially $5 package is offering our promotion services on a small level, and then the $30 package is adding in. We're actually paying other promoters and SEO specialists and other specialists to help us do your campaign. So there's $30, and that goes for about up to a month. Like I'm very happy with if somebody was sending $30 once a month, I'm promoting that link of yours for a whole month, and we pay the specialist to promote it, and we blast your video or your page a couple thousand views up, whatever, and then ongoing throughout the month, more traffic trickles in, and if you hit big, somebody grabs it and shares it, you can really take off, and we're just sparking the virality. And then the $100 package is all that, plus adding in a spot on our interview show. We're going to start featuring all of the conscious creators of all the things that we're all doing, from products and services to events to solutions to every type of conscious creators, whatever they're all doing. We want to feature every single human being that's doing something great. So that $100 package also includes an interview on our new show that we're starting up next week. So on Fiverr, you can find us under the name The 8th Source, The 8th Source, so the Infinite Source, or just go on our website and click at the top there. It says Fiverr Viral Campaigns right there at the top of our website.
Quite too much. Oh, That's amazing, and that is an amazing deal. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, totally. You know, really, it's only the begin. Like, really, like, just doing this gets everybody a boost, but then really we're focused on the systems building so that, like, everyone gets tons of, gets seen by a ton of people without us having to, like, do the labor, like, so much, like, making it automated that we all have huge amounts of traffic. Like, we're building systems for that, so.
Oh, awesome. Well, I can tell you that I've been trying to share things, share my product, and share various things for like years. I have learned a lot about Facebook, and I'll tell you, I do a lot of work, and I don't feel like I reach anybody sometimes. You know, but also I feel like we reach the people we're meant to.
Right.
But, you know, having people who know what they're doing and know how to help you, you know, because we're just limited. Like, I'm just limited in what I know how to do. And I really don't want to learn how to do more at my age. And I think I'm a little older than you are. So we need the people, I've been saying for the last couple of years, I really need people who are really good at this thing and that thing and trying to you know, see what different people that I know what they're good at and, you know, what they might be able to help with, whether it's in helping other people or in their lives or whatnot, you know.
Yeah.
But, well, that sounds amazing. Does anybody have any questions right now for Ron? I mean, I know I'll have a few. But you're welcome to speak. Just *6 if you're muted.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. This is funny, and as I heard you talking, Darwin, that reminded me of the show I do on Tuesday. I do a show connected with the Diamond Network on Tuesdays at the same time called Voices of the Alternative World. And we talk about a lot of similar things that you were discussing just now, and just how we can come together and create a new world and communities, and you know, feel strongly about the different groups being able to link together, and not, you know, one thinking they're the only ones or the most important ones, but we all need to, you know, not work, but, you know, just be together and share our visions, and so I really liked what you were describing about the you know, coming together on one page on the internet. So it's just good to hear you different people with perspectives that are doing a similar thing. You know, of course we're all in this together anyway.
Right.
So I was just saying. Yeah, that's.
I was gonna say, well, I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand what the fever. Could you spell that? I didn't quite get that.
Oh, Fiverr.
Oh, Fiverr. Yeah.
Five FIVERR.com. It's essentially people around the world will do anything for $5. So I jump on there, and because it's just $5 is a lot of money for people around the world in different countries. So, like, there's an amazing amount of graphic designers, amazing amount of video specialists, amazing amount of web builders, and just every skill you can think of. It's all out there, and they will help you, and they do a great job. And you once you get good at, like, finding the best talents, that you know, there's a good rating systems in place for you to find the best talents. And, you know, like, I've been utilizing it for some of Source Network's branding and other things, knowing that, like, if we can get ourselves to a position where our brand is respected and everything looks really good across our whole website and all our social media sites, then that will leap us to a point where we will have the money to, like, really invest it, like, in our tribe, but right now our tribe deserves every dollar, and there's not a space where we could come together. And, you know, like, something I want to build is all the graphic designers in our tribe in one directory, and all the web builders in one directory, and all the video people in one directory. And that's now that I've been working with Google Forms again, I'm starting to launch directories. Like every day I'm launching more directories, so it's within days to weeks we'll have a directory of all of the creators in each different field in one directory on our website, and for us all to go find and trade or offer our services to each other. It's just a no-brainer going forward. So.
Well, that sounds very good. Yeah, that sounds very good. Have alternative economies.
Totally.
Coming together and helping people. People are falling out of the matrix, one by one, whether it's happening.
Right.
I mean, it's happening intentionally, but whether they realize it's happening intentionally or not.
Right.
And you get to a point real quick that you're like, we really need to work together, because it's very difficult out there right now for a lot of people. So we're coming together in person, and this is great, coming together through the internet as well, and on a big web source. Can I ask you, did you have some music for me? I wanted to tell you, or for us, that, I think we're getting ready. We're trying to work on our music aspect of things. Aren't we, Elizabeth and Sunny? And,
yes, we're to be able to have music go through not through the phone line, but somehow where we do this conference call and we can play music where it sounds really good.
We can do that. You definitely. Somebody has to man the call from a computer is all, and then they just have to have the music on their computer. I'm certain of it, but maybe Doreen knows more about that.
Well, I don't have the solution on that, but I have I've been working all day every day for a month for some clients. I'll just call them clients, but it's essentially a lot of the conscious musicians that are on the rise are like my main clients so far. I'm doing these viral campaigns. So I would love to share maybe one at a time throughout the show. I could share a little clip of some conscious music by
oh my goodness.
Musicians.
Yeah, that's one of my visions I had to work in, and I needed a group of musicians that are just like fresh in the spirit. You know what I mean? Wow. I am so impressed. You are the pioneer of all pioneers, Mister. Because if we didn't have this foundation, we wouldn't. All the others that are building wouldn't be able to go forward. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for that. And I'm just following the ones that came before me and giving thanks to them for what they did to make this possible. And so I'll play one song here, one part of a song here.
Before you do that, I think there was somebody coming. Somebody else had a question. Who was that before, Sunny?
Oh, I didn't have a question. This is Deb, and you just took the words right out of my mouth. I want to thank Doreen for this. Just like Miss Dillon said, I'm one of the ones that is a bit older too and not interested in doing all this, but to get us to all join together and to get the word out and pull energy into it. And he's good at setting up the systems and has the awareness and the technical ability to do it and the desire. And so, yes, we do need this. So thank you also, Doreen.
Thank you,
Yay!
Deborah.
Okay, go ahead with the music.
So much.
All right. So, the first song here, I'm going to play a little bit of it. This is Ocho the Owl. Ocho the Owl, this is Vehicles of Consciousness. Ocho the Owl, just briefly here, I'm working closely with him, and he is focused on being the musician that we all use in order to, for every good cause, he wants to just play every day, all day. So he's like, use me, I will play for free at every cause for bringing in a better world or causes or whatever. So
where is he?
He's here in Ojai.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to visit. Okay.
He will travel. And he's going to be playing at the One Love Experience in October. He's playing locally September 11th at a fermentation festival in Santa Barbara, I believe.
Awesome.
And it's ochotheowl.com if you wanted to check him out. So I'm going to play a small little clip of him here. So here we go. All right.
All right.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. If you guys search Vehicles of Consciousness, Ocho the Owl.
All right, Ocho the Owl, for sure.
Yeah.
That was great. You know, I have a friend locally that I'm trying to convince him to get over his stage fright and play some songs, because he's practically written a song for, like, my intro for the We Are the Solution.
Nice.
But he's not come on yet, so hopefully he'll be on soon to help with that.
Get him in touch with me, and I can help him launch.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. He's awesome. He's wonderful. And I know I have a lot of friends who are local. They're very conscious in these great local bands, and I had a kind of dream, a hope to try to connect together and get some recordings and launch in various ways, because I'm just so impressed. I'm so amazed at what's going on, the divinity coming through people,
mm-hmm.
Sure. And spreading through their voices and music and sound. It's amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh, by the way, Ocho the Owl has a contest running right now. And we're running it through the Source Network. It's Best Female Vocalist contest.
Yep.
So if you go,
I haven't done that yet.
What's that? So if you go to the Source.network website, at the top there's a Best Female Vocalist contest, and essentially that song that you just heard, the top female vocalist, he'll create new versions of the song in which there's a feature of those winners singing a very conscious lyric about how we are not the drop of water, but we are the ocean. So yeah, we're just doing
that right there. Just encouraged me, because now, since you brought it up, and I experienced a music person, I know there's a lot of people waking up in music. So the rapper that they play on the local radio channel, but they play local people too. He's a rapper. He sings songs. He gives his CDs away. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. I'm sure you see all that, Doran.
Totally.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, I just want to say that I'm very strongly inspired by this whole music thing. And when you just played that clip, how did you do it? Did you hold the cell phone up to the speaker?
Yeah, I just held my phone speaker right up to the computer speaker, and that was it.
Yeah, because I've been trying to put music on my show, and I've been doing it that way. Have some speakers and a small CD player, and and also digital music, but people tell me it doesn't sound that clear most of the time. And that one that you just played, it was still breaking up a lot. But I'm looking for ways to do it so that it'll be it'll really sound much more clear.
Just give credit to the musician, and it's not likely that the musician's going to go and listen to your whole show and find their song, but at least if you give credit, you're promoting them. So. Oh
yes, well, a lot of them, the older musicians from the '60s that I play, but I know someone named Merle Fankhauser. Are you familiar with him?
No.
He's my age. I'm 71. He's my age, and he played music on Maui in the 70s, and a lot of his music is very spiritual and cosmic. Not all of it, but a lot of it is, and he's very much that way himself.
I'm putting a call out to every conscious high vibe musician that exists to contact us, because like it starts with just promoting them, but really like I'm building a YouTube channel. An aspect of the Source Network will be conscious music, and essentially all the conscious musicians we will feed their content, their music through one feed, and then they will all promote the channel so that every single musician, say there's 100 musicians, they all have their music coming through this one channel, and they all promote the channel. So their whole fan bases, so then you take thousands of people per fan base times the 100 musicians, and you're going to hit the millions of people viewership. And then this new genre, or this, basically we're not creating anything new here. We're just saying that all music going forward on planet Earth will be conscious, high vibe, because everything else is going to fall off as everybody goes through their awakening process. So we're just going to be the frontier and push forward. So.
Yeah, that's absolutely great. Yeah,
so
I'll tell Merle, about you and about what you're doing. So he might want to be a part of that.
Where do you want people to contact you at who are interested in who specifically that? Like they're like, okay, yes, because I could put a call out right now and probably get you a few.
Our website, www.thesource.network, just click on the Contact Us form, and that's the best way. And I wanted to add that Diamonds Network, like, there is no, like, this is never going to be something like, oh, the Source is holding all of these, so we're bigger and better. It's never going to be like that. You're a part of our network, we're a part of your network. And I'm going to be building a YouTube channel, which I've already got it pretty far ahead right now, that your network will be on our network on YouTube, and then we'll start to put everybody else's network on one YouTube channel. So every light worker can have their own network on our YouTube channel. There'll be a number of playlists or other channels for all of us to have a presence there, so that we can get, we'll have Conscious Products and Services network there. We'll have Events network. We'll have Solutions and Visions network spaces, and just all the solutions. Like One Global Village will have every village can showcase what they're doing in their own local town. Like we'll just have playlist upon playlist upon playlist, and then it gets to a point where all the light workers respect this space as the place where we're all coming together, and then we have the critical mass of the tens of millions to hundreds of millions of light workers in one place, and then we all can
traffic.
It happens, so yeah.
Unity.
You guys are like
right there.
Let's just say Diamonds Networks is the first one right there on I started adding all your videos to one playlist, and I'm learning how to build this thing, but you guys are right there front and center when you click on our The Source go to our channel on YouTube. So.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Are there any other questions at all, or comments, or?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm down in the basement. Hey, Dawn, I just want to let you know we have another YouTube channel, and those are the calls that we did like a year or so and last year, and those are really important for the ones at the stage waking up, but they're good for everybody too. I should send you that one too, and I really want to get with you and talk and see what we can do to expand. Lots of ideas I have to unload on somebody.
Cool. Do it.
Doran's the one to do it. He's the one to do it with, I believe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gosh, wonderful. Well, I want to say probably probably will end the call in just a little bit, but hang on after the call, and because I want to run a couple things by you guys while we're all connected here after I stop the recording. But
and I have 3 little music clips and then a few short announcements.
Oh, please, yeah, we'll still be on for a little bit because I have a couple prayers and so yeah, please. Do you have another song ready to go? I'd love to hear another one.
Yeah, yep, it is ready here. I mean, 1 second. Go ahead and talk amongst yourself for 20 to 30 seconds here.
All right. So how's the weather where everybody's at? It's beautiful here in Eastern Washington.
It's beautiful here, too, in Northern California. It's been 90 degrees today and very calm. You know, just
wonderful.
Dry as usual. Dry in the summer here, but that's about how it always is here in the summer.
Are you spending time outside?
Oh yes. I'm outside right now, sitting on my porch.
Me too. I am too.
Do it as much as I can.
I have so many blackberries, I don't know what to do with all of them.
I have a lot right now.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm picking every day, Misty, every day. I love it. I love being out there.
Yeah, I'm
feeling
definitely
better.
I'm set up.
I guess I will stick around. I was going to leave the planet, but I guess I will stick around.
Oh, no.
Wonderful. We're so glad to have you.
I'm not going back to the doctors, okay?
Okay. All right.
Yep. All right, I'm ready whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, sure. Now, who is this?
This is Athena Starseed. And Athena Starseed is here in the LA area, and she was a finalist for a Global Peace Song Award. She might have won. I just haven't heard the announcement yet, so I'm not sure if she won yet or not. But she is she claims to be the one that brought boot camp fitness programs to the world, essentially, through LA and through, when it came on the scene. So she's a light worker, and she sings mantra and kirtan, and she's really a go-getter type of light worker. And this is Supreme Grace Light. And she's also performing at the One Love Experience here in Ojai in October. So here it goes. There's a little snippet of it. Here we go.
All right. Thank you. Ooh.
Okay.
I like her.
Oh, you
Yay,
gotta hear it.
That's beautiful.
It's on YouTube under Supreme Grace Light, Athena Starseed. And this song, it's like about a 8-minute song, and it's like she put 4 songs into one. It serves as a meditation mantra song that you could play 3 times a day and bring in a better world and whatnot. There's also a part with dolphins. It goes into the galaxy a little bit. And then there's that was one, you just heard part of it, and there's another part too, and you'll love all of it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And we're all playing, by the way, on Saturday, a couple days from now, we're doing an abundance gathering, a tribe abundance gathering in Los Angeles, and all of these musicians will be performing or three of these musicians will be performing, and there will be like 3 or 4 other conscious musicians performing, and we're going to globally broadcast the whole, like it's an 8-hour, like from 4 p.m. to midnight on Saturday. We're going to broadcast the whole experience, and we're basically just saying, like, here is all the conscious musicians, and we all come together around the pool, and we have healthy food and drinks, and everybody that shows up brings their business cards, their promotional materials for whatever their mission or cause or business or whatever they're doing, and we unite, and we're going to help each other out. All of us that show up are going to help each other out with our missions, and then we're going to broadcast and launch content out through all of our social networks, Facebook, Twitter, all of them, at the same time as a tribe, as a network, and then say, join us, sign up for Source Network. And we encourage these gatherings every month in every town on the planet, and we can all broadcast our gatherings and whatnot. So.
Oh, that sounds exciting, and that sounds great, and I love that.
Cool.
Absolutely.
So
wow.
The way to tune in, thank you. The way to tune into that is on Facebook. Our Facebook group is called Source Network. So join that group, and at the top of that group there is a Tribe Abundance Gathering Facebook event right there. So.
And that's in 2 days, right?
Yeah, 2 days from now.
Wow. Well, I'm sure it'll be a wonderful event, and I hope people go. Definitely hear from you here. Thank you so much.
And we'll do announcements. We'll do Source Network announcements at it of what our vision and mission and goals are. And One Love Experience will be able to have a speech about their festival they're doing in October, and we'll probably have other speeches of light workers that show up. And it's just, it's like a little mini festival where we didn't take any planning. It literally was Athena said, "Hey, let's gather," and I was like, okay. And it just like what she said some dates, and I said, pick the first one. Let's just do it. And the word of mouth, we probably have 5 to 10 musicians, and probably 30 or 40 people will show up, and then people around the world will tune in, and they'll get the idea and do their own, so it just starts with one. And
there's a One Love concert in October. Do you have the date for that?
Yeah, October 7 to 9, and it's in Lake Casitas, which is in the Ojai Valley. And there's good specials right now. The early bird tickets, you can go for one day for like $59, or the 3 day is $139 if you go for a 3-day camping experience and all the music and all of the conscious workshops and speakers and healthy food and everything in one Lake Casitas experience for 3 days. It's cool, and it's got some of the best conscious musicians on the lineup. Like it's got say 10 to 20 of the best ones. Modest Yahoo and Trevor Hall and Emblem 3 and CC White and David Starfire and then Ocho the Owl, Athena Starseed, and there's like 10, 20 others, and David Wilcock will be there doing his thing, and a lot of really great workshops and speakers famous to the LA area and to the world will all be doing their speeches and workshops, and it's looking really cool. So.
Oh, that sounds amazing, and now I really have to go. So.
I'll be
putting that
speaking
out there to the universe.
I'll be speaking, about how to bring back the village, and I'll have a little workshop space so that we can teach everybody there how to bring back the village, and then we'll showcase the tour, which I have three years of tour, 3 summer tours for the next 3 summers that will all start from Ojai and go. One will go up the West Coast next summer, and then the next year will be 3 tours crossing America from the west all the way across, like a north tour, a mid tour, and a south tour. And then the 3rd summer will be 5 or 6 continental tours for we all land on different continents and do a tour through a continent. So essentially, this is not going to take a lot of work. This is just a website that just says the schedule and the locations and the blueprints for how we are doing it, and then everybody, focuses in on getting sponsors, like so they can either pay their own way, or we get sponsors big enough, like Hemp Inc., that could pay a big piece, or for all of us, or they provide, say, the housing, Hemp Inc. little tents or something, or Nissan steps up and gives us the vans, or whatever. We all, for starting in October, everyone will know about the tour concept, and it'll be 6 months from October till April. So 6 months, all of us will have 6 months to work on getting our sponsors lined up. And then whoever is in, and we'll go caravan style with vans and buses and cars and whatever we have. Like, you can literally grassroots bootstrap it in your car and get your food stamps ready and go do it, or you could get a sponsor.
Take the train.
You can get a sponsor. Like Ocho the Owl is focused on getting a ukulele sponsor. You can get a personal sponsor, or there's a website called Patreon.com where it's like GoFundMe, except it's for funding creators to free themselves from the matrix, essentially. So that's Patreon, Patreon. So we'll all have our own Patreon account, so our friends and family could fund our whole tour. And then we'll also make business calls to Hemp Inc. and business calls to every single conscious business or unconscious, if they want to have one last chance in this world. They can help fund our whole tour and movement, so that we can go one village at a time. We go up the coast for the first one, and you hit 3 or 4 suburbs 1 week at a time. You bring in the village by bringing people together and doing fun events with music and dancing and playing, and then you get the people to share their visions for their town, and then once they share their visions, you've identified the important causes that it would take to accomplish their general vision for their town, and then that becomes their bylaws for their town, and then the people get into committees, and they bring in free energy and perfect health and abundance for all, and Mother Earth and all life's rights returned, and all the other basic needs that we divine wants, needs, and desires. And we go village to village 1 week at a time until there's a mega festival in the center of that region. And all those villages come together for a mega fest, which that could become a city of light every time we finish a mega fest, leave it on the ground, and then we leave, go up to the next region, but they continue in that region, and they just get better and better, and we just do the same thing in the next region, and then the next month, the next region, the next month, the next region, all the way up the West Coast for the first tour. So pretty straightforward.
You there, Misty?
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me?
I'm here.
Oh, where'd Misty go? She must have got knocked off.
Sometimes.
She said she had to
Hello?
go, so she.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. I need new headphones. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I totally forgot where we were.
I was just covering like the little vision of the tour, just getting some general understandings of that and how to bring back the village and things like that.
Sounds wonderful.
Because in October we're going to showcase how to bring back the village and showcase the tour at the One Love Experience in October, and that may be live streamed though globally for that One Love Experience, like the whole thing. I'm working with a guy that's looking to lock that in, so that will show the whole world how to bring back the village and how to do tours and stuff. So and all that amazing music, speakers and workshops and all. So.
I wanted to ask you that Patreon account you mentioned.
Yeah.
Are there fees associated with that?
I think it's like a small, like 5%, like GoFundMe, like very similar.
The same, yeah. Do you know, like, do you have to raise all the money that you're intending to before you can access it?
I don't think so. It's set up, I'll explain it a little bit here. It's set up where you can set it up where you get monthly giving, or you could set it up as one campaign at a time giving. So so basically, Athena Starseed's page right now, she's raised $100 a month, which basically that's her friends and family believe in her and her goals. She's written on there her goals and her mission. It's for her. It's to record her first album, and then that's the first like $5,000 or something. And then after that, it's she would like to go on tour up the West Coast. And then after that, there's a goal to get on the land and have her own community. And there's like, like you set the goals for how much money you want to raise and what you want to do with the money. And it's like a blog where you can type, about yourself and about your mission. And then there's on the right side, you can give packages, like according to how much people give you, like $1, $5, 10, 25, 100, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. You can create packages for the giver to receive back from you for the abundance they're giving you. Like for example, like I'll paint a picture for the Diamonds Network here because like I'm going to use this Patreon for the Source Network. So here's what I would, if I were the Diamonds Network, I would do something like maybe offer sponsorship levels in the packages according to how much they give. They get a certain amount of value back. How frequently they're mentioned on your radio shows. Maybe there's a position on your website where they get their logo. Maybe on the YouTube channel, there's a position where their logo can go if they're like a major giver. So there's all these levels of sponsorship. I'm looking at like maybe either to go on the Source Network to be featured. Like they can maybe there's a cost to get on there, and or maybe that's a sponsorship sort of a thing myself. And there's also like for Patreon, like we all have a lot to give. My other client, Bacasa Art, I just helped him build his Patreon, and he put on his that he would like to create art like cards, like greeting card kind of things, and he'd like to create T-shirts, African T-shirts, and he'd like to create leather, really made to order, like he'd like to build leather items for people. So he just put on there that he's seeking startup funding for this project, and if people give at certain levels, they get more and more value back from him. Like they get a certain amount of cards, or they get cards and they get T-shirts, or they get cards, T-shirts, and a leather item, or they get to buy one of his paintings. Like there's packages according to how much people give you. So you can literally put up everything you guys have to offer as on the radio. You guys all do things in your life like create art and do great services, and you can put packages together that are monetized, and then when people give to the show, now you've just taken the show, you got revenues that can be distributed to the leaders, and you've got your network is growing, and whatever it is,
Doran, can I give you a paradigm shift idea?
Sure.
Okay, just for example, as this grows, like you talked about tonight, just the people like that want to be on the site that are contributing to humanity, like the Diamonds Calls, whatever. So just say there's like, just say there's 1 million, even 500, 500,000 of us, right? We're all gathered there. Just think, I'm into maximum efficiency, minimum effort, So 500,000 of these people that you're promoting, and we have a little thing between us every month or whatever, our groups where we each of our 500,000 people give $1 to one of our groups in the circle there, they would have $500,000 to go out and expand their network or whatever. And now, how simple is that, right? We can get to that point, and then it'll be so simple, won't it?
Yeah, very simple, very simple. Yeah.
$1 once a month, have a campaign like that.
It's like a raffle. It's not a raffle. Like what we could do is like say, all right, so Diamonds Network, the Source Network, and then we each know another network or two that we could give a call to and say, hey, we're forming 4 of us are uniting, and we're going to do this thing to raise $1 from every person in our fan bases, and it'll be out of a hat which network gets the first amount, or maybe it's the whole. Maybe we do the whole gets the amount, and then we all get our 1/4 of the money or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Once
you get built up with what your vision is and your dream, you can do it all. You can organize it all, and it'll be the money will be simple anyway. After all, we are the currency. Each one of us, we are the currency.
Yep, totally. We are. I like to say, free energy is we are the energy. So everything's energy, and we are the energy. So all we're doing is when we free a human being from the matrix, they become free energy. And as we get more and more free human beings, we are going to have collectively a free energy humanity doing what God is calling us to do, and that's free energy. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Love goes viral.
Wonderful. All right, so my phone is starting to die, so I have about 10 more minutes. And I really want to thank you for being on this call, Doran. I'm so grateful, and I hope to meet you one day soon, hopefully in October.
Totally.
That would be a fabulous trip.
Totally. I can announce a few things really quick.
Oh, yes, please
whenever.
do. And did you have any other music for us?
Yeah. Let me play 2 short clips here.
Okay.
I'll announce who they are. The first one here is Corey Keisler. He's in LA, and his YouTube is Corey's Piano. And you guys are going to just love the beauty of his piano playing. And what he's looking to do is he's looking to wake everyone up. You basically, when you wake up in the morning, your alarm would essentially be him playing his piano for you, like when the sun is rising, essentially. So he would like to provide like you say, $1 subscription. Everybody just pays him $1, and then every morning he'll play piano in the morning, a different song each time. So when you wake up, you're hearing the sunrise through his keys, through his love. He's a sound healer. So he's looking to do that, subscription-based, just like you're saying. So I know you're going to love it. He's a sweetheart, and he's hosting our Tribe Abundance Gathering on Saturday. So here we go. Oh, hang on. Oh, here we go.
In the water. Happy birthday, Ron. Incredible. Okay, right by the patio. I'm going to show you gorgeous birthday celebration. Beverage, wave to mommy. So we got Mommy, and she starts swimming. So amazing. Okay, so I'm walking you over.
So that was Summer Light, his song Summer Light on YouTube. Corey's Piano, Summer Light.
Okay, wonderful. Corey's Piano, Summer Light.
Yeah, Corey's Piano. Now the last music I'll share here is Bacasa Art. His name is Red Hawk. He goes by Red Hawk. He's got a ancestral drum meditation. see, ancestral drum meditation. So he's here in Ojai. I've been helping him build a web store and helping him launch his African tribal clothing and jewelry and art and just the wisdoms he's bringing through. So give me a second here. I'm launching that.
Misty, are you unmuted? You have to mute, Misty.
It's not me.
Somebody's singing happy birthday now.
I can hear kids in the background. I thought it sounds like
Let me
kids.
clear the line. Hold on.
All right.
Okay.
All
okay,
right.
I think
Just *6. They're on.
Oh, Doran, you just *6 on your phone to unmute.
It was me making the noise. I found a
Doran?
No, I've seen a star seed, and I was watching one of her videos and staying on this call too. I'm sorry, I thought I was muted.
I'm tempted to text him. My guess is he's probably playing the music and can't hear us telling him to *6.
Well, I'll unhook the room. Everybody at *6 except for Doran. Okay,
Hello?
everybody just *6. There you are.
Okay, I'm here.
Hi.
Everybody on the other room *6 except for Doran. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
And you ready for this one?
We're ready.
Okay, this is Bacasa Art. Red Hawk is what he goes by on YouTube. This is called Ancestral Drum Meditation. Bacasa Art, Red Hawk. So it's amazing tribal meditation, drumming, and he's bringing through a lot of the truth about humanity and how it's rooted from Africa, and he's got a lot of the wisdoms that aren't being shared in the spiritual community. So I'm getting him more comfortable coming onto the internet and into the public eye so that he can bring the grounded spiritual wisdoms of earth and the elements and all life and how we're all one with all that is, and to live in a grounded way. It's really important that our spiritual community begins to live in touch with nature more and more, and in community and connection with the earth and the elements and all life. So this is his little piece of his ancestral drum meditation on YouTube here. All right, so that was that. And then just take this opportunity for a brief little announcement here. Have a couple other clients that haven't gotten their music ready yet to launch. Those names, they're coming soon to the scene. Their names are Missy Galore. She won a Global Peace Song Award and called Loveolution. Missy Galore. We'll be promoting her shortly, and then a couple more named Evan Everhart and Ryan Matthews. They'll be performing at the Tribe Abundance Gathering on Saturday that we'll live stream. So that'll be that. And then I'm promoting Dr. Sarah Larson. She has a show called Miracle Makers on YouTube, and I'm just showcasing my abilities to her right now on on a video on YouTube, and I just launched a Louisiana recovery and rebuilding space on YouTube. If you search Louisiana recovery and rebuilding, you'll find this cool new thing I can do called an outro that you can put like 9 videos on one screen and put buttons so that it becomes like a homepage website on YouTube, and people get there and then they click around to your videos or your social media or whatever they are looking to do. So I'm looking to utilize this space on YouTube, this Louisiana space, to help. I created 3 Google Forms. One is like a collaborator portal, so people can create a profile on their collaborator portal, and it can start matching up those people that are in the cause market, which is those that in Louisiana need help. They put their cause on the cause market, and then the collaborators identify themselves and that they want to help, and then they match up through these 2 forms. And then there's a third Google form called Creative Compilation Contest Space for all of us graphic designers and musicians and video people and internet promoters to create viral messaging and messages and music and videos and memes and stuff, and just keep that portal pumping and keep sharing it globally, virally for any cause like Louisiana, the flooding, and then we'll use this concept for any other causes that exist, little open source spaces for people to come together and help bring in a better world, and then we'll use these sorts of knowledge to build systems for our world so we don't have disasters and need for causes to be funded and things like that. So check that out and share that, and add more videos to that playlist. And we, the Source Network, will be seen as real game changers on the planet through this. Not just spiritual talk, but real action and whatnot.
That sounds great. It sounds great. I really want to thank you and the co-creators of the Source Network and all the different projects that you are all doing.
Thank you.
Just being a real, you're just going out there. It's time to get this done. Let's go. Go.
Exactly.
And surely...
I'll be doing just last little announcement. I'm so sorry. The Source,
no problem.
Our feature interview show will be starting up next week, and we want to, of course, have you guys on there and every light worker, and then there's even one on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Those are going to be Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., but on Saturday at 10 a.m. doing an independent presidential party. Which essentially what that is we're going to invite all the conscious individuals in America to come on one show, and we're all going to talk. We're going to ask them the real questions: how are you going to bring free energy or perfect health or abundance for all, or healthy food, drink water, whatever, all the real questions to all the most conscious Americans. And then all the Americans can tune in, or global people, and hear these conscious answers. And then we can identify the best answer for all those questions, and we can form one platform of all the highest answers for those most important questions. And that'll become the America platform. And then over the next 2 months of this process, everybody awakens. We identify all the new leaders of our nation. And then we do a presidential election, before the real election. So we actually vote for, we all agree, whoever wins that independent presidential party election we will all write that person's name in on the ballot for the real election. And if we can get 300 million people to tune into the show, we can then choose our next president. Or even if we get a third of the amount of people in America to tune into the show, we will have elected our president. Because only 30% of people vote for elections. And they're half are Democrat, half Republican, and nobody really cares about either of those parties anymore. So.
Now, I have to come out and come back in, so you've got the floor for another minute at least. So okay. I'll be back.
So with that show, we not only get the leader of our nation, but we also identify all the best leaders by their speeches for all offices in our nation, from city to state to national to House to whatever, every leadership position in our nation, we'll identify these people in front of the populace so that when they run for office in their local towns or state or national, they have a footing to win their election. So, and this will be used for global too, but let's just use it to get our American leaders in place, bring in the wave of new leaders, conscious leaders for America, and then this will happen globally too, and it'll be done. So,
I have one word for you, Doran. Brilliant! Oh my God, brilliant! Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
This is Patty, and I'd like to say something. I joined a group of people 4 or 5 years ago, and we did run for president in 2012. And Jill Reed came in 13th. And so I want to hook you up with the Neothink Society.
Nice. Sounds good. Let's do it.
Yep. And she's just a little girl from a little lady from Wyoming, and she went across country campaigning for the 12 Visions Party.
Nice. Yeah, let's talk. Send me a message through the source.network.
Okay, will do.
Cool. And I could share you guys like my personal number too off the call and all that sort of stuff. So.
Cool.
All right, is Misty here?
Misty, come back yet, huh? Not yet.
You guys got anything else, like any questions, anything to chat about?
Anybody want to have any questions for Doran? So were you always in the computer guy, internet guy? Is that what you like to do?
Well, I grew up in this age, so I'm 33, and when I had a business for 8 years in Kent, Ohio, and it was transportation. So I was driving traffic to sites, but I was doing physically, and it was a lot of work. I worked 24/7 for like 8 years, and but in the process, in my second year, a couple of my fraternity brothers, they came to me with an idea to create a sports debating network, and they said, "Can you help?" And I said, "I will drive traffic to that site," and then after I got off that phone, I just went online and I just joined every social media website, and known to man, and then the ones that aren't known to man, and I just got accounts on 50 to 100 different websites, and I brought that website to top like 100 websites in the world or something crazy, and then we ended up, like I learned, it was like, now that I look back on it, it's like that was showing me that I was going in a new phase of my life, and that was really where I should have dropped my business and shifted into the web tech social media world business, because my best abilities is system building through the internet, and the internet was created in perfect timing for me when I was in college. MySpace and Facebook showed up, and it just swept the nation. So like I just knew right then, like we were holding fraternity parties, and I would invite 100 to 400 people to our party through one AOL Instant Messenger. I just hit send, and then Facebook showed up, and then it just was so clear to me. So
yeah. And by the way, you should check out. Have you heard of tsu.co? tsu.co. It's like Facebook, but it's it's people that are. You've heard of that?
Yes, I have, and I looked at it a year ago, and I'm sure it's made a lot of progress, and it is definitely, they've got the downloads. They're doing a piece for sure, so it's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just need these projects to come together, and all of us are trying to get that amount of money so that we can do things on the next level here and get developers and you know, to really take our projects to the next level. So that's
definitely. I love all your ideas.
And Barbara Marks Hubbard, she's got her website going, and there, you know, there's so many of us with these big websites, and it was going to be really cool when we put it all together. And all I do is I just say, all right, here's a vision. Everyone come to Ojai now. And we're positioned between the tech capital of San Francisco and Silicon Valley, and we're right between Los Angeles, the broadcast capital. So we're going to broadcast through tech right here in Ojai. So let's all come together in this town. We'll just take over all the farmland. We'll just form tribes and eco-villages all around the whole Ojai. And in October, we'll have a big festival. We'll bring in the new ways. And then in April, we'll all go on tour together, and there'll be the tour capital of the world. It'll be Conscious Tours. We'll start in Ojai every year, and we'll build the web platform here too. And you know, hopefully, we'll have a Hawaiian village next year. That's something we're all intending to, so that we have a place to relax too.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Missy's back.
Oh, yes, I'm back. That sounds great. I can't wait to share this with all my Ojai friends.
Let's do it.
You may be getting a lot of people contacting you from Ojai.
Cool. There's some great tribes already here doing some big pieces, and you know, big web platform builders and really awesome farm communities, and it's going to be cool. Like, just that's our focus right here, which I have a group called One Ojai, which is the first global village of One Global Village, and we're just bringing in these blueprints. Myself and another gentleman, like, we both are a little different in our approach. Like, I'm more like on the ground. Let's bring the individual people together that are more like where we are, and then he's like that like business guy that can talk to the high ups. Like Gunnar Lovelace of Thrive Market just got $100 million to bring food stamps online so that every human being can freaking get access to healthy food. So like he's here in Ojai, and we went to a party, his birthday party, a couple months ago, and so there's some really high up people in Ojai that are doing really cool things. And
oh yeah, I had all those clients.
Well, hello.
What's that?
That sounded like Elizabeth. I don't know what happened. That sounds good. Now, people might not know how to spell Ojai.
Yeah. It's O-J.
Some people have never heard of it.
O-J-A-I.
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 Oh, are there fires going on down there now?
They're up around, like, further than the mountain. We're in a valley of, like, mountains around Ojai, so it creates this really cool energy vortex, because it's, like, one of the only places that is from east to west, I think, and it creates this little vortex where it's like a healing womb, Mother Earth healing womb that's like the emotional center of the earth, sort of a vortex that helps nurture everybody that comes in here and helps them lose their self and find out who they truly are, their higher self, and become their new, you know, whoever they're becoming for the world. Like, it really breaks everyone down and builds them up to becoming something great for the world. So, yeah, it's cool.
And there are some really neat healing centers I've seen in Ojai. One of the last ones I saw, and I wish I knew what it was called, but it had these wonderful pictures of, like, teepees and stuff set out to sleep in, and, you know, stuff in nature, and, like, really being connected with nature, these spas, health spas. Do you know about many there?
I can't think of which one that would be.
I'll have to look it up.
Hey, Dorn, we want to help you out, and I want to just propose an idea that maybe you or somebody else, so we can advertise what you're doing, come on our calls once a month. Either pick Monday through Thursday and just come on for like 10, 15 minutes and say what you're doing. Keep us up on what you're doing.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. And, you know,
so people listening to the YouTubes, you know, will know about you and the light workers and all that too, and the people awakening.
I could be a guest feature, whatever, or like if it comes together right, I can make my one day of the week, make it a Diamonds Network. Like I could start to be, instead of me hosting my own shows and having to bring my own guests and all that, maybe there's one day where I am, Source Network, Diamonds Network, like me and like one of your hosts.
Me and you.
Know. Who knows? It could be Misty and I don't know.
Or you can be on, and if there's people that come to your network that want to, speak to the world, send them to the Diamond Show, and you can come on with that, and whatever. We'll figure something out. But
totally,
I'm
totally open, and I was just getting the download that like if there's 6 networks that are like yours, like if you're one of 6, and I just could just like make the source just hold a container basically, and I'm just bringing whatever, like if Misty and I, for example, started contacting all the top leaders that are bringing in change, and we had a show on the Diamonds Network, and then it would be once a week, and
that would be cool.
And then, the Source Network is just a website that says, here's our 6 different networks. They're already doing it. And, I'm not having to run, 6 days, 6 shows. It's more like I'm a part of something because I'm helping your network grow, and we're bringing the best talent to your network and your following, and then it grows.
So like on Tuesdays we have Voices from the Alternative World. They talk about community, vegan diet, and all that. Misty shows about health and wellness and all that. The Diamond Show on Monday is about, Cynthia brings in astrology, the energies that we can work with, and we have Chris right now brings in our galactic friends. We literally, I call it galactizing. I'm showing the model of action of relationshiping with little green men with antennas, people just awakening think that, and they're actually aspects of our own self. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's network together. We're Diamonds Network, right, Misty?
I know. I love it.
You're welcome to be on our Tuesday show, so, anytime you want to be. So,
cool.
You just fit right in, you fit in everywhere, but you've got this whole thing going on here to pull it all together, so that sounds wonderful.
Sounds great to me. I'll give you all my numbers. I'll give Misty my numbers. She can share it with you guys, and we'll have conversations about all these ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, before I forget to ask, how can people connect to your, you said you're going to have a show next week.
It's cool. You guys already have the technology all set up and everything. I was literally going to try out Google Hangouts, try out some various technology, and just as soon as I got a good feed, I would just go live. And really the first broadcast, this is you can call this our first broadcast. you could say that Saturday is our second broadcast. You could say that sometime next week, maybe Monday, we'll go on air for an hour, and I'm just going to start blasting out to my social media, hey, I'm on the air, come on here and let's just chat. Let's have a little gathering, and let it just grow organically until we start reaching out to the big Ubuntu founder, Michael Tellinger, and Newark Nation, and Venus Project leaders, and all the leaders of all the different movements.
What we can do with that is we'll find out when that time is exactly and how you get on there.
Yeah.
And we could announce it ahead of time for the Diamonds Network people, and we will put the show that you do on the Diamonds Network show. Like simulcasting or something.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll simulcast. We'll just keep finding more networks to simulcast with, and then it'll be great. I have an opportunity to go. I want to let you know that we've been approved for, there's a radio station in Phoenix that they have 50,000 regular viewers, and they got a 5 million in the area, people in the area. And they've got 5 of the top 10 radio stations on their network. We've been approved for independent presidential party, and I'm supposed to raise some money and get some sponsors basically to go live. But I just figured I would go live, and then they would see we're live, and they would either just say, forget the money, let's get on our network, let's do this, or the money is going to come through when I launch the Patreon, and then basically what we're doing on this network is I told him we're bringing a whole network onto their network. We're not just bringing one show, like not just bringing the presidential party show, not just bringing the feature interview show. I'm going to bring Diamond's network. I'm going to bring every network onto their network that wants to come on there and have a real physical radio station that has a real 50,000 to 5 million reach in the center of America, Phoenix rising, you know. America can change from the inside, from Phoenix. So that like it'd be an incubator. We would contact Diamond's network. We would contact all of these different networks that are already operating, and we would see if we can bring them all into one house, and then have a global radio network. Which they have the real, you know, physical radio. They have all the physical stuff, but they also have the internet aspect. So they would be a place for us to broadcast through the real airwaves, but then also out through the internet. And then we would also simulcast, like would all of us, all the networks would still broadcast our normal ways and put it out there in normal ways, but it's all just simulcast through their existing really good systems.
Perfect.
So yeah, so that's close. That's this is big. So.
That's the Diamond's Forever 1330. 31, 13, 31 is RAR, the lion taking dominion. That's what you're doing, Doran.
Nice, cool.
And have fun at it as you go along. Yeah. Just feel those emotions. Don't think of the details of how it will work out, but just build it, and they will come, and everything will come. Because you're the universe. You're your universe. I'm my universe.
I'm ready to go on like the Diamonds Network any day next. Like earlier in the week, the better. It's cool. You know, however you want to do it. You know.
Or you can come on Monday the Monday show.
Okay, that could work.
Is it okay, Misty? Where'd she go?
All right with me, absolutely.
Maybe she can hold my hand a little bit and help me, like, you know, get my first show going. You know.
I want Misty to be there on Monday. We'll do you. We start at 7:30 p.m. Central. Yeah.
That's Central. So that's 5:30 our time.
So we'll bring you two on at the very beginning. And Missy could read a card. She does really good tarot readings. Cool. It's 10 minutes long. When we do it for everybody attending, you know, that one card, it always seems to sync up to everybody.
Right?
Cool.
And then, and then bring you on.
Cool.
Wonderful. All right.
You hear that observation ship up there? Here's the new Golden Age paradigm networking. Watch us and help us.
Yep.
There's an observation ship up there somewhere that I know Julian Wells.
Oh, I know. Totally. Cool.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, I think we could probably close up the show, but I wanted to make sure that we remember to say the prayer of law of one. And I wanted to say a special prayer and intention for all of my friends and everybody who is dealing with health issues right now, that y'all feel peace and healing and the highest good for you happen. And I also hope, my prayer, that we can all remember that we are all one, and when one is harmed, all are harmed, and when one is helped, all are helped, and when one is healed, all are healed. And therefore, in the name of who we are, and I am one with all that is, I ask that only that which is in the highest good of all concerned happen, and I give thanks that this is done. And I look forward to seeing my friends very, very soon. And I thank everybody for coming. And so be it, and so it is. And if anybody has any special prayers for anybody, please feel free.
I want to expand the law of one to the solution, what Dorn and his friends are doing. The highest good of all concerned. Yeah.
Please pray for me, you guys. I'm still dealing with the cancer. Okay?
Absolutely, my dear friend Patty.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, everyone, have a good night. And if anybody wants to hang on, please, after I stop the recording, please do. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Are you looking for healing or a change in your life to help you enjoy it more fully? You might benefit from a galactic energy reading and clearing from Chris Jacobs. Chris will work with you on a soul level to clear unseen negative influences, implants, programs, contracts, and energetic blocks. Chris Jacobs is a gifted energy healer. Contact him today at ChristopherStephenJacobs@gmail.com.